Where and when were you born? You may think, well, it's simply where my mother happened to be at the time that she came to give birth. But the Bible indicates that there's more to be said. Paul was in Athens speaking to Epicurean and Stoic philosophers in the Areopagus, a place of great debate. And he says in Acts 17, 25, 26, from one man he made every nation of men that they should inhabit the whole earth, and he determined the time set for them and the exact places where they should live. We find a similar thought in Psalm 139, where the writer says, my frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eye saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. And in the book of Jeremiah, God says to him, before you were in the womb, I knew you, and I called you and I'd ordained you to be a prophet to the nations. Of course, we all know that the prophecy about Jesus was given by Micah, that he would be born in Bethlehem. But the Bible seems to indicate that this principle of God ordaining where and when we were born is universal. That there's nothing that's left to chance. It's all a matter of God's choice. In doctrinal terms, this is called an act of God's providence. Providence is that power of God where he oversees the whole of creation, maintaining it, directing it, and governing it to achieve his plans and his purposes. This doesn't mean to say we don't have free will or that the choices that we make are not real choices, but it demonstrates that behind the scenes is a good, wise, just, holy God who's working out purposes that are unseen. And whether we're a believer or not, God's providential purposes are there. It's there for the inanimate creation, for the animal creation, for the stars and universe as a whole. God is at work. It doesn't mean to say we've got no responsibility for stewardship of our planet and the resources that are at our disposal. It doesn't mean to say that we've got no responsibility when we make moral choices that are wrong, that are sinful. But it means that we can cast ourselves on God, knowing that he is in control, that he is sovereign. Proverbs 16:9 says, in a man's heart, a man plans his course, but the Lord determines his steps. Let's praise God that he is the sovereign and that he has our lives in his hands.